Dun 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 dun! Hey everyone! Welcome to our Project Next patch preview with me, Layla, as your honored host again. We were absolutely thrilled to see how much you all loved Zitian and Dino Planet in the last program. So today, we've brought back a familiar friend, MLBB's lead hero designer, Mr. Skyhook.
Hey everyone, it's good to be back.
Woo! And of course, our most unlucky guest has returned as well. MLBB's lead battlefield designer, Mr. Arnold. Welcome back!
Hello everyone. This time we won't have any mishaps, right?
I'm sure you can all feel that deep, powerful aura radiating from the screen. Now, what amazing content can we expect from this Project Next patch? A new hero? Or maybe a complete game experience overhaul? Shh! Tell us what you're most excited to see in the chat. I can barely contain myself. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. Here's the Project Next patch.
Does the Lord of Lava also crave the Sovereign's blood?
Fool! The tyrant's remains will only bring doom! Under her brutal dominion, our warriors were corrupted into foul spawns of decay! Sovereign of the Abyss, Obsidia. Her curse still flows within the Sovereign's blood!
Such loyal little puppets, aren't you?
You are merely a puppet, no different from my spawns. Bow to me, and keep your throne, or be destroyed.
The Abyss bows to no one.
These wretched spawns reek of its corruption.
Your sovereign has a god to kill.
The Sovereign of the Abyss!
Huh. The stench of decay is oddly absent here. I see you are not servants of the God of Darkness.
What brings you to grace us with your presence?
I have come to destroy the God of Darkness.
On your own? Us normal folks can't even fathom what kind of power that would take.
Beneath the Abyss lies the Sovereign's domain. where the strong rise and the weak crumble to dust. Perhaps these hands of creation will grant you a glimpse of true power.
Oh! I submit to your will, Sovereign of the Abyss.
Hello everyone! Today we're showcasing our new mid to late game marksman that delivers huge barrages of single target damage. Obsidia, the Sovereign of Dark's End. Obsidia is a hero that requires early game farming to reach her full potential and take over in the mid to late game. The more hits she lands on enemies, the higher her damage grows, all while weaving through the battle, cutting down her foes with ease. Sovereign of Dark's End, Obsidia. Passive, Return to Bone. When Obsidia deals damage to enemy minions, heroes, or structures, she gains bone energy, which she converts into bone shards. Her bone shards will stack up throughout the match. When Obsidia attacks an enemy, all her bone shards will shoot off and home in on the target. First skill, Abyssal Bone Needle. Obsidia fires a needle of bone, dealing damage to target's hit and triggering Return to Bone on the first enemy hero hit. Second skill, Phantom Shadow Meld. Obsidia plunges into the abyss and enters Shadow Meld form, greatly increasing her movement speed for a short duration. Ultimate, Hunt of Bone. Obsidia fires the Bones of Wrath in the target direction, dealing damage and briefly stunning the first enemy hero hit, then pulls herself close to the target. The Bones of Wrath will latch onto the target and tether Obsidia to them. Obsidia will be locked to a certain distance from the tethered enemy, and the enemy will be unable to use dash or blink skills. When the enemy moves, Obsidia will move with them.
Such is the majesty of a true sovereign! Countless warriors are already eager to follow in your wake. If I may ask, how might we earn the privilege of basking in your glory?
At the time of my true awakening, submit yourself to me, and I shall bestow upon you the honor of serving at my side.
I only see an old relic that's no longer fit to lead the abyss of today.
This overwhelming presence. It can't be the beguiling queen of blood herself. And even the lord of the fire demons is here.
Ignorant whelps. My abyss remains unchanged. Eternal.
It's a delight to meet again.
This victory belongs to my daughter, Alice. She is the pride of House Antalos, the symbol of our bright future.
Embrace the abyss. Forge our crown in blood and shadow.
Are we really going to abandon Alice?
A pawn without purpose is of no value to me.
Family, honor, love. On this board of lies, my dear father, you are not even fit to be a pawn. Now, where will the next piece fall?
An outsider who merely inherited the power of the blood demons. Do you truly believe you know the abyss better than I?
Oh? You're just a fossil revived by chance. Why not submit yourself to me?
Insects know not when death looms over them.
Yikes! This definitely wasn't in the script. What do I do now?
No worries. We've got the perfect person for this. Hey, Elgin, could you break down the situation for us?
Understood. I'll explain everything for everyone right away. This is no duel, nor battle outright. The Abyss gathers in shadows tonight. 4 powers stare their silence severe. A standoff that chills all who draw near. Obsidia, ancient and ruthless in reign, returns to the Abyss to cleanse and reclaim. Her silence is deadly, her purpose is clear. The Abyss bows again, for its sovereign is here. What makes Obsidia dangerous is her versatility. She can adapt her builds to overwhelm in different ways, and she has 2 equally dangerous builds to choose from: attack speed or critical. With attack speed, her bone shards constantly trigger attack effects, letting her overwhelm and shred those tanky targets. With critical, every shard has the potential to deal critical strikes that can burst enemies pretty fast. In the laning phase, your main goal is simple: collect stacks. Use your first skill to line up minions and maximize gains. Remember, jungle creeps don't count, so focus on lane minions and enemy heroes. Her first skill is also perfect for scouting. Fire it into a bush, and if your passive activates, you'll know someone is waiting in ambush. Her kit is overflowing with item synergy. Endless battle can trigger on her first skill. Corrosion Sight stacks quickly in just 1 shot. Even Weakness Finder works flawlessly with her bone shards. And there's one surprising option: Thunderbelt. Obsidia can trigger its passive almost effortlessly. When her first skill lands, the fragments that follow can activate Thunderbelt, even at range, making her one of the easiest heroes to stack it with. When it comes to poking, she's relentless. Use her first skill to strike, then instantly retreat with her second. Repeat this cycle and you'll see enemy HP bars disappear. With such short cooldowns, she can spam this pattern endlessly, forcing opponents into mistakes. Her range is another weapon. Skill 1 rivals Layla's reach. Just look at that! But if you look at her ultimate, it goes even further. With it, she can latch onto low HP enemies and secure kills. A simple but effective combo is to cast her ultimate, then follow up with a basic attack to start firing. After that, use her second skill twice to run circles around your target. You don't need to press basic attack again because she'll keep hitting automatically. And when it's time to escape, use her second skill once more to retreat. Obsidia also hard counters heroes that rely on precision skill shots like Ranger and Kimi. With her second skill, she can dodge their attacks effortlessly while punishing them with constant pressure. As for replacing the meta, expect Obsidia to have a high pick rate. She has mobility, late game scaling, and the safety of long-range harassment, making her attractive to both casual and competitive players. And perhaps her most addictive trait is her passive. Watching those damage numbers constantly pop up is just satisfying. In terms of win rate, she should land slightly above average. Her mobility fits the current meta perfectly, allowing her to outmaneuver opponents while staying safe. She'll truly shine in team compositions built around mobility and sustain, making her a reliable but not overpowered choice. But the Sovereign is not unchallenged, for across the standoff rises another wheel. The Queen of Blood herself, Alice, reborn, refined, and more dangerous than ever. Alice, the Queen with a hunger untamed. Her beauty deceives, her power reclaimed. Revamped in crimson, her power restored. A Queen of the Abyss none can ignore. This revamp gives Alice the spotlight once again. Her updated design sharpens her identity as a villain, and her gameplay adjustments make her both elegant and terrifying at the same time. Alice's strength begins with Crimson. Each time her skills hit an enemy, she gains a stack. 2 stacks activate Blood Banquet, draining nearby enemies, dealing damage based on their max HP, and restoring Alice's health every second. Just remember, you need 2 separate skill casts to trigger it, and hitting multiple targets at once does not give multiple stacks. Her first skill sends a surge of blood energy forward, damaging enemies in its path. She can then cast it again to blink directly to that location, turning this into both an engage and an escape tool. Her second skill unleashes a deadly dance, damaging and slowing nearby enemies. But if Blood Banquet is active, the move becomes even deadlier, scorching enemies for triple its damage, while healing Alice for the same amount. And finally, her ultimate. Alice shrouds herself in blood, gaining control immunity and cutting incoming damage in half. After a brief delay, she crashes down with an overwhelming force, damaging all enemies in range and locking them in place for a full second. With no mana cost holding her back, Alice can now unleash her assault without limit, sustaining herself endlessly in the thick of battle. And with her passive activating automatically, there's no need to worry about toggling it on and off. All you have to do is focus on casting your skills and keeping the pressure alive. Now here's some tip on how to master this revamped Alice. When you start the game, level up her second skill first. This makes it easy to trigger her passive right away by casting it consecutively. After that, prioritize her first skill. The more levels you put into it, the shorter the cooldown becomes, which means more mobility and more pressure. For her build, a tanky setup works best. Focus on 3 core items that give you max cooldown reduction, plus a mix of damage and defense. From there, the rest of her items should depend on your enemy's lineup. Why go tanky? Because Alice doesn't rely on raw magic power anymore. Her kill scales with HP. Her passive alone can deal up to 2.5% of the enemy's max HP per hit. Its healing effect is also based on her own max HP. And her ultimate, that also scales with her HP. So even with tank items, she still hits hard while becoming extremely durable. For her role, I actually prefer her in the jungle. Clearing creeps constantly lets her activate and maintain her passive almost non-stop. On a lane, minions only give her a short burst of sustain. But in the jungle, she can keep feeding her passive as long as creeps are alive. Of course, she can still flex into other roles, just maybe not the gold lane. Right? Now let's talk objectives. Her ultimate gives her both damage reduction and CC immunity while casting, which makes it the perfect tool for last-hitting Turtle and Lord. You're tanky, you're immune, and you're about to drop a huge AoE that no one can stop. And if you're not jungling, don't forget, Alice can still cast other spells during her ultimate. Pair it with Petrify to lock down entire teams and maximize her crowd control impact. Here's a simple but deadly combo. If you see enemies grouped together, throw your first skill to send out the orb. Activate your ultimate, then blink to your orb right before the slam lands. The moment you arrive, your ultimate will crash down, immobilizing everyone in range. Follow up with your second skill for even more damage and a crippling slow. Done right, this combo can collapse an entire team before they even react. And besides Alice stands the Lost Prince himself, stolen from the Munian Empire, raised in the Abyss, and forged through fire and blood. The Son of Darkness, Dirot. Dirot doesn't come with new mechanics this time, but his visual revamp breathes new life into his character. His updated model sharpens his features, enhances his demonic aura, and makes his role as the Son of Darkness stand out even more. From his armor to his animations, everything now matches the menace and legacy of a prince raised by the Abyss to lead its armies. But the standoff doesn't end with blood and shadows alone. For from the depths of fire and fury comes the Abyss Executioner, unyielding and unbroken, the Lord of the Fire Demons, Thamuz. Thamuz's revamp makes his presence even more terrifying. His updated design emphasizes molten power, with flames coursing through his armor and weaponry to match his volcanic rage. His passive skill received a huge change. Thamuz now builds Lava Rage with a new bar under his helm. Every basic attack that doesn't trigger the passive fills this bar, increasing the chance of an eruption from 10% all the way to a massive 60%. On top of that, the damage has been boosted, making him deadlier the more attack items you build. His skills have also been polished. The sights on his first skill are now easier to hit with and return much faster, perfect for catching and dragging your enemies. While his second skill is mechanically the same, it's been visually upgraded and feels much smoother and more responsive to cast. But the most terrifying change comes from his ultimate. Instead of a flat health boost, Thamuz now gains a percentage-based increase to his HP, making him incredibly tanky in team fights. And the attack speed buff has been cranked up to an insane 100% boost. So what does this all mean? When Thamuz activates his ultimate, he becomes a faster, tankier, and scarier version of himself, ready to melt anyone who stands in his way. The stage is set. The abyss divided. Sovereigns, villains, demons, and heirs, locked in a standoff that can shatter the land of dawn.
With the passage of time, only human desire remains unchanged. Join me, or be dragged into the pits of hell.
Death and rebirth are my gifts to the abyss.
I had no idea the Abyss had this kind of power.
You know, I think being chewed on by a dinosaur was preferable.
I think we and our viewers could use a short break. Let's hand out some rewards to ease the situation. Here's the first redeem code. Woo! Well then, let's continue. That showdown we just witnessed was a clash between the heroes of the Abyss. But what if the battlefield itself challenged us?
Imagine one day finding a hole in a wall you had to go around for years, or discovering that the river channels have completely shifted. Cue the trailer.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a special preview of our annual map change. In this video, we'll explore more about this exciting new gameplay feature. Now, let's get started. When the annual map change launches, details of the feature can be found here. When a match starts, players will be notified of the battlefield mechanic that's in effect before hero selection. You can view info about the mechanic anytime during hero selection to plan out your strategy. Are you ready for the Broken Walls Challenge? The old walls across the battlefield have crumbled, revealing new paths and giving heroes without blink a chance to shine. We can't wait to see the optimal routes you'll come up with. Danger lurks in every corner when dangerous grass is in play. The battlefield has been overgrown with bushes, so proceed with caution. Will you be the hunter or the hunted? You'll need new strategies to survive this deadly jungle. Have you ever dreamed of soaring over the battle like a cloud? With Flying Cloud, rideable clouds will spawn on the battlefield. Just hop on and take to the air for swift lane rotations, or plunge down for deadly ambushes. Come, ride the wind and own the skies. The river will bring you to victory with Expanding River. River currents will expand into the jungle areas, and new currents will appear when the Lord spawns and when it's defeated. Travel with the current for a massive movement speed boost. Master the flow of the currents and drag your enemies into a whirlpool of defeat. We hope these new battlefield mechanics will break stale metas and deliver new experiences and challenges to everyone. See you all on the new battlefield.
Whoa! So every match could be a totally new experience. Okay, please tell us how you came up with this idea.
Quite simply, we hope to invigorate the core gameplay of the game for the long term. Every ranked match should be more than just a battle of team comps and mechanical skill. It should also challenge players to utilize map resources.
How will we know what map changes we'll have for each match?
For fairness' sake, all details will be clearly shown to both teams before hero selection begins. We're aiming for strategic depth, not random luck.
Wow, that's great! This will give heroes who haven't been in the meta a place to shine as the chosen ones for specific battlefield mechanics.
Is no one going to mention the hero flying around in that trailer? What's that all about?
Haha, that's another one of the special mechanics. mobility devices to help players navigate the terrain.
Whoa, is this the flying cloud? Let me ride it, let me ride it!
Wait, it's still in testing. The controls are too. Hey!
Whoa, I'm flying! This is incredible! Whoa, whoa! Oh no! Stop! Stop! How do I stop this thing? Help!
Stop! Stop! Not that way!
Well, it looks like Mr. Skyhook just went to experience that new patch firsthand. He's coming back, right, Mr. Arnold?
I'm sure he'll be fine. But while he's testing out the issues, let me share the next part with everyone.
Oh, wait, it's totally different from my achievements page.
Very observant. We've been working on transforming the achievement system from just a boring list into something special. Each player's personal wall of badges.
Woo! And will we be able to customize this wall?
Yep, right now we're exploring a few options. For instance, you'll be able to see just how rare your achievements are compared to players around the world.
Whoa! So that means we could see a 1 in a million achievement?
Oh, there's more. We're envisioning that those rare, no longer available achievements, or the badges you're most proud of, can be freely customized and displayed on your profile.
Woo! That's awesome! Now I can finally show off my super old achievements! So, besides all this, will we have new things to chase each season?
Absolutely. One of our key visions moving forward is introducing brand new season achievements. Each season, players can earn different levels of combat-related displays based on their playstyle.
Ooh, that sounds really cool!
Our vision is to make it both visually appealing and user-friendly. Picture this. When you pull off an incredible play, an exclusive highlight notification might appear, showcasing your clutch play to the entire team.
Woo!
That flying was really unforgettable. I think I need a break after that. Why don't we give out some rewards so everyone can catch their breath too?
Sure. Sounds good to me, Mr. Skyhook. Here comes the second redeem code. All right, next up, we're diving into controls optimization. Mr. Skyhook, after that wild ride, you must have something to say about controls, right?
Of course, trust me. Right now, no one understands better than me the importance of having smooth and precise controls. Let's start with the fundamentals. Optimization of the control settings interface.
Oh my gosh, yes! Every time I want to tweak my control settings, it feels like rummaging through some old junk drawer. Ugh, I can never find that one option I'm looking for.
Hey, we hear ya. Now that drawer's been completely reorganized. In the new version, every setting is logically categorized and crystal clear. You'll find whatever you're looking for in under 3 seconds, guaranteed.
Oh, that's music to my ears.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about how ongoing skill effects are shown. A pain point that's forced countless players to rely on approximation.
Ugh, Don't even go there. Last time I played Faramis, I was so sure I had my ult up. Flickered straight into the team fight like a boss, and bam! Ugh, screen instantly went gray! I didn't even catch when my ult expired.
Well, your tragic misplays are officially a thing of the past. Check this out. The new version gives every ongoing skill clear countdowns. You now have precise control over the battle, down to the millisecond.
Yay! That'll cut down a lot of mistakes.
And here's another game changer. Flashing hit markers for those chaotic team fights where you have no idea who you're hitting.
Oh, so no more of those, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing moments, like during your ride earlier.
What a strangely appropriate example. The new hit feedback system shows red flashes whenever you hit all types of targets.
Yeah, no more dying in total confusion.
And now, the feature everyone's been most vocal about? Optimization of when you're being CC'd.
Yes! Finally! Oh, I hate it when my skills are all lit up, but I just can't cast them for some reason. Ah!
Looks like that really hit home for Mr. Arnold.
Right, that's exactly what so many players go through. In this new version, every control effect gets clear text indicators and progress bars. You'll know exactly when you can finally strike back.
I'm so happy, I could cry!
Wow, I'm sure these changes will bring big improvements to everyone's game experience.
That's exactly what we're aiming for, making every move feel smooth and responsive. And we'll continue to optimize according to everyone's feedback.
Today's been packed with so much info. Chat has completely exploded. We've gathered some of your most burning questions, so next is our last dev Q&A session.
Yeah.
Okay, first question from chat. With the new battlefield mechanics having a bit of randomness, how do you guys keep the game balanced?
The magic word here is preview. You'll see all the changes before hero selection even begins, so it's really testing your strategic planning. Can you adapt your comp based on what the battlefield throws at you?
Oh, I'm really excited to see old heroes become super meta picks under certain mechanics.
Plus, we're making sure every single battle mechanic has that crucial element of controllability.
Ooh, can't wait. Okay, our second question from the community. With all these new systems, do you think the game is getting too complex?
I view it as having more depth. We want players to enjoy the game the more they invest in it. There should always be something new to discover.
And with more depth, we can be more daring in our hero design to bring more diversity. It'll make the hero pool so much more interesting and strategic.
Ooh. Okay, that wraps up the Q&A session. Now it's time to dig for the viewers. Surely there's more exciting stuff you can reveal, right?
Oh, no you don't. That's definitely not in the script.
Everyone's so hyped. Just give us a tiny hint. Pretty please, Mr. Skyhook.
Well, I think we can give everyone a tiny glimpse of what's coming.
You sure?
Yeah. First up, we're about to celebrate MLBB's 9th anniversary. We're planning a huge celebration that's going to blow everyone away. We hope you will all join us to celebrate MLBB's birthday.
Ooh, 9 years already? Time really does fly when you're having fun. Oh, and here's something juicy. During Double 11, I, Layla, will be stepping into a completely new role. As for what that might be, you'll just have to wait and see.
And then there's the Aspirant series that everyone's been dying to see. We're not just bringing you amazing new skins, we've got a whole lineup of surprises planned around it. Saving the best for last. There's another major collab dropping at the end of the year.
Wow! The rest of the year can't come soon enough.
You said it. Please look forward to everything we've been cooking.
Wow.
Whew. We really went all out with the reveals today, huh? Huge thanks to our guests, as well as everyone in chat for joining us. Until next time, say cheese! 3, 2, 1, yay!
Yay!